Another game I'm super excited about, guys, is Skull and Bones. This is a game, guys, that is going to be coming out at some point in the foreseeable future. We still don't have an exact release date at this point in time, but this is a game that seems like a grittier kind of title in this genre, that being, I mean, it reminds me of like Sea of Thieves and games of that nature, but it's more of a grittier, a darker take on like Sea of Thieves or even like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And so I wanted to talk about everything that we know so far about this game and kind of talk about some of the things that we are hoping for and the early wish list we might have for the game. So let's talk about it. So as I said, guys, Skull and Bones is an upcoming action video game developed by Ubisoft Singapore and of course published by Ubisoft that'll be released apparently on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows sometime after March of 2021, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because why wouldn't they just release it on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and also Windows, but also the Xbox Series X and PS5? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me if it's coming after March of 2021. That being said, though, guys, it's hard to say when this, when the game is going to be coming out. It's a to be announced type of title, but we did get some game footage, right? It's a tactical action game set in an open-world environment and played from a third-person perspective. Players take control of a customizable pirate captain and may choose to sail the Indian Ocean by themselves and set off on a single-player campaign or gather up to 5 other players to ally in player-versus-player gameplay in disputed waters. What's interesting, guys, is this is going to be a single-player experience as well as a multiplayer experience, which I'm really, really excited about. In an article, guys, that was written by Lawrence Phillips of PC Games, we've still got a while to wait for the Skull and Bones release date, but we're getting increasingly excited to get our hands on this wave-bothering adventure full of single and multiplayer pirate shenanigans. Skull and Bones is Ubisoft's response to their previous venture onto the Seven Seas, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. This one of the most well-received entries in the stabby series of Ezio and company has prompted Ubi to drop anchor and stay floating atop the waves with Skull and Bones. And so, Skull and Bones, as far as the release date is concerned, after a delay shortly before E3 2018 pushed Ubi's Salem up into 2019, it has been confirmed that there will be another launch setback and there will be no Skull and Bones at E3 of 2019. We thought the Skull and Bones release date was sometime in 2019, but now the game won't land until the end of Ubisoft's new fiscal year. That means the Skull and Bones release date is March of 2021, but then it was pushed again, guys, to March of past March of 2021. The studio in charge of development is Ubisoft Singapore, previously contributed to the Assassin's Creed games, including the Black Flag naval combat system, but this is the studio's first project as lead developers, and so one thing I'll say, guys, is that they're really trying to take a lot from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which I really like, but there's been a lot of speculation around Assassin's Creed as far as the next upcoming title, that being Assassin's Creed Ragnarok or Assassin's Creed 5, that they're going to be maybe taking things from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, that being like the Viking era within like Norse mythology and such. So I'm kind of wondering maybe because of Skull and Bones, they're not going to go in that direction. Those leaks and rumors are false for the new Assassin's Creed game, but I don't know why they would do Skull and Bones, and then they would also do an Assassin's Creed title that are both kind of based at sea. I don't really know the logic there as far as the marketing, from a marketing perspective, but nonetheless, I'm very excited that they're taking some stuff from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, because that was probably the last really great Assassin's Creed game. In some ways, Skull and Bones' gameplay looks very similar to Black Flag's naval battles, albeit with some new bells and whistles. Taking us back to 2013's Assassin's Creed outing is bracing as an enemy ship is ready to fire. You can ready your crew for impact to reduce the damage taken. Bouncy hunting ships called Pirate Hunters also try to take you down if you're making waves too much, so to speak. There's plenty of scope for Skull and Bones ship customization. While your ship classes allow you to choose between agility and brute strength, you'll also be able to tweak your vessel with different weapon and crewmate types. Legendary chests might be one of the ways we can unlock cosmetic items to customize almost every last part of our ship, including the helm wheel and figurehead. So planning each attack is as important on the Seven Seas as it is in your hideout. Your crow's nest-based spyglass is Skull and Bones' answer to the detective vision from the Batman Arkham games. It allows you to do a sneak peek at the cargo of your target, their level, and how they'll react to you roughing them up a bit. If your foe looks tough, you can steal the sails from other ships to blend in and strike when they least expect it. Keep an eye on wind, speed, and direction in combat is crucial too. If our sails are facing against a strong wind, you'll find yourself in irons, in other words, a sitting duck for your enemies to effortlessly pick you off. Once you're in an attacking position, be aware from the sails in Hall of Skull and Bone ships have separate health bars, so focus on enemy sails to stop them dead in hull if you're looking to board. And I gotta say, guys, overall, when I look at just the images, the graphics and such, this looks like a very, just visually stunning game when it comes to, like with the pirate ships and the characters. And then, of course, like I said, it feels like kind of a more gritty and dark Sea of Thieves game, which is something that I'm really excited about. I think that is something that they probably are going for here in a way. Feels like maybe they're going for a little bit of Assassin's Creed as well, which is great as well. But this feels like a dark and gritty type of story, and even a dark and gritty multiplayer experience. Frigate is an armored warship bristling with cannons that gets into the thick of battle with siege mode. Brigantine comes equipped with a deadly front-facing battering ram, and Sloop of War fitted with mortars and long-range cannons, a veritable sniper of the sea. The ships we've seen seem to have subclasses, as we can spot a merchant ship and the distantly intimidating Royal Fortune in the E3 2018 gameplay trailer, the latter falling into the frigate class. And then the multiplayer experience, guys, Skull and Bones is a shared world pirate game that you can play in solo if you want. That means Skull and Bones' multiplayer and single player are weaved together, but the Ubisoft devs hope you will team up with friends to maximize your treasure. Hunting Grounds is the main multiplayer PvPvE mode in Skull and Bones, and it unleashes you into the Indian Ocean to hunt merchant ships, take advantage of lucrative trade routes, and sink the vessels of your enemies with friends. In a way that recalls the Division's Dark Zone, you can turn the guns on your erstwhile allies once you've downed your initial foe. The solely multiplayer mode is Disputed Waters, in which you and up to 4 mateys against a rival gang of thieving varmints to sink ships and claim their spoils. Deadly Encounters rounds off the multiplayer modes for Skull and Bones, but we know nothing more besides the name so far. So I'm just excited that this is a single player, co-op, and a multiplayer based experience, guys, that you can, this will probably have tons and tons of hours and time that you can put into this and really not get bored, I don't think. As far as a beta is concerned, it looks like there's going to be registration for the upcoming beta. Guys, we've seen a lot. Honestly, up to this point, everything that we know about the game so far is quite a bit, even though we haven't seen extreme specifics yet, because obviously I think things have been pushed back with pretty much all the Ubisoft games because of the pandemic going on. But I also think that they're taking their time. They want to take their time because they saw some of the backlash from Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They've seen some of the backlash from some of their other titles. So it's like, look, this gives them time to just really find their identity once again. I think Skull and Bones is something that they really want to hit out of the park, and I hope they do as well. I think this is a game that has a ton of potential, and I'm excited for this game. I really am, guys. I think that this has got something special written all over it, whether you're talking from a single player experience, a co-op experience, or, of course, multiplayer. Sounds like Sea of Thieves, but more dark and gritty. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you guys want to see out of Skull and Bones? Let me know what you guys think. And for more Skull and Bones content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.